These are the top 5 companies that should make retro products. You guys see the new Nokia 3310? It's got a lot of people talking. Why? Probably nostalgia and a really good reputation. So we wondered what other companies should reissue older designs and asked you on Twitter for your opinion. Let's get to it. At number 5, Danger. Twitter polls only let you put in 4 options, but a couple of people mentioned the Danger Sidekick. The device had a cool flip-up screen that revealed a full keyboard underneath. T-Mobile owns the Sidekick brand. There was even a model made by Samsung called the Sidekick 4G that ran Android, so arguably, T-Mobile could bring it back. However, Danger is no more, which brings us to number 4, Microsoft. Microsoft bought Danger back in 2008, so if a company were to reissue a version of the Sidekick, Microsoft could be that company. What other retro products could Microsoft bring back? Maybe a mini version of the original Xbox. It worked for Nintendo. Could a Zune work in 2017? Now things get weird. We had a tie for our next 2 entries, so we're gonna call them both number 2. At our first number 2 is Sony. Sony has had awesome designs in the past that you know people will go crazy over. How about a yellow Walkman? Or perhaps just slapping a yellow Walkman design on a phone? JT on Twitter asked for a mini disc revival, which might be crazy enough to work. At our second number 2 is Apple. A couple of people wanted to see that old cheese grater Mac Pro make a comeback, and I can't blame them. Then there's also the classic versions of the iMac. Slap in updated internals and I bet people would buy that up. Oddly, a number of people told me they would buy an iPod Classic if Apple loaded it up with 1 terabyte of space. And the number 1 company that should go retro is Motorola. Now owned by Lenovo, the Motorola brand has a lot of classic designs just sitting around. There's the Dynatac, otherwise known as the Zach Morris phone. Then there's the StarTAC, which was tiny. And of course, people want the return of the Razr flip phone. It was super thin with a really big hinge, and when you wanted to end a call, snapping that thing shut meant the conversation was over. Thank you to everyone who voted. You guys are great. If you want to find out when we do polls, follow me over on Twitter. I'm @Ayaz, and I'll see you online.